Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza here at the Hatfield Public Library and I have a big box of kids books. Hooray! So I am just going to get started. My first one is called Loujain, Dreams of Sunflowers, and this is a story inspired by Loujain AlHathloul, who I guess was a Saudi Arabian human rights activist who was working to make it legal for women in Saudi Arabia to drive. And I think now she's in prison, so maybe that's why the story is co-written by her sister. Um, Next, we have 1,000,000 Trees, a true story. This is by Kristen Balouch. Beautiful art. And it's about a girl who one day, her family, her sisters and her parents all flew to Canada and worked at a camp where they helped plant 1,000,000 trees, which is so awesome. We're a little late for Earth Day, but I think it's okay because Earth Day is every day. Let's see, we have a chapter book here. This is called Falling Short by Ernesto Cisneros. And it is about a kid who is best friends. One of the friends is athletically gifted. The other is very short, but very academically gifted. And they are working together to help each other navigate sixth grade. Another chapter book, Kelsey Murphy and the Academy for the Unbreakable Arts. What a great title. This is by Erica Lewis. Also a great cover, I will say. The other world is at war. So it sounds like there's an academy that trains warriors. The main character is a foster child. Looks like it's a little inspired maybe by Celtic history. I think this is going to definitely appeal to kids who like fantasy. Ooh. We have a pairing here. This is called a new series called The Aristocritons, based on the Aristocats. And so we have Welcome to the Creature Cafe and the Great Biscuit Bake Off. So those are good early chapter books for kids who are just getting started on chapter books. Aaron Entrada Kelly, Newbery award-winning Aaron Entrada Kelly is back with Those Kids from Fawn Creek. So this is about a small town called Fawn Creek, Louisiana, where all these kids know each other for a really long time, and then they get a new kid in school. Ooh, a nonfiction, Tales of Ancient Worlds, Adventures in Archaeology. And this is by Neon Squid, or maybe that's the publisher, the authors Stephen Milosevic and Sam Caldwell. Nice big pictures, interesting things about different, different ancient sites in history. Okay. Emile and the Field. This is says words by Kevin Young, art by Chioma Ibinama. Is this another? I almost feel like this is maybe another. Oh no, it just says a lyrical tale of one boy's love for his favorite field. This seems like a very springtime appropriate book. Beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Oh, interesting. Good Job, George by Jane O'Connor and pictures by Andrew Joyner. I always thought maybe it was related to Bark George, but I don't think it's related to Bark George because George is the boy, not the dog. And yeah, so this is about a kid who likes to help with everything, but maybe sometimes runs into some problems. Okay. So I have I think we got the second book. So now we got the first and third book in this new series by Elise Gravel called Arlo and Pips. And it's about crows. And she is so fun. I love her Disgusting Critters books. They're so fun to read aloud. They're fun for kids who are just learning to read on their own. Really just so cute. We have a new Mr. Wolf's class, Snow Day. Not arriving at quite the right time of year, but I don't think anybody's going to care because kids who like graphic novels, beautiful colored graphic novels about real life are definitely like Mr. Wolf's class. Ooh, oh my goodness. This is a big one. We have the Flames of Hope, the new in the Wings of Fire series. Kids love Wings of Fire series. Our children's librarian loves Wings of Fire series. It's just all about these dragons, many, many different kinds of dragons. I'm sure if you ask a kid who reads the series, they'll tell you all about it. Let's see. People Are Wild by Margaux Magnet. I love this concept because people are wild and it's okay. Um, Gosh, wild creatures come in all shapes and sizes. Oh, this asks what animals think about people. We have Anglerfish, the sea devil of the deep. Wow. Elaine M. Alexander, illustrated by Fiona Fogg. These are such cool illustrations. I love learning about the fish that are way, way deep in the ocean. Um, I think this was nonfiction, but it actually looks like you could read it like a picture book, which is great. And yeah, illustrations are amazing. I have. That was my box. I'll get my box back. I have Pilar Ramirez and The Escape from Zaffa. This is by Julian Randall. Oh, I remember I read a review of this. It sounded really good. She says, I woke up one morning in Chicago and went to sleep that night on a magic island. Very fun. Okay, one sec. I'm back. With the Rema Chronicles, Realm of the Blue Mist by Amy Kim Kibuishi. Oh, wait. What? Did is that I'm so confused. Is that what else has Amy Kim Kibuishi written? That name is so familiar. I don't really. Okay, so she's married to Kazu Kibuishi, who I think did the Amulet Chronicles, although it doesn't actually say. I mean, I guess you're not supposed to put what your husband did in your biography, but it's a little confusing since they both seem to be writing graphic novels. Sorry that took me so long to figure out. This looks really good. I think that people are going to be excited about it. Honestly, Elliot by Gillian McDunn. And I don't know. I mean, just the cover says so much because this kid is carrying a pie and he has two guinea pigs in his backpack and there's a robot flying there. So I feel like we already know most of what we need to know. So it's about a kid who's been struggling with ADHD, and now his newly remarried dad and stepmom are expecting a baby, and his dad doesn't get him. He loves to cook. His brain goes in six different directions at once. And then he gets partnered with another kid for a school project. Okay. I've heard good things about this one. This is called The Ogress and the Orphans. It's such a cool cover. It's by Kelly Barnhill, who wrote The Girl Who Drank the Moon, which I think is kind of YA or maybe a little bit crossover, but this is definitely middle grade. And it's about an ogress who takes takes has an orphan house. Yeah. And then a child goes missing, and the town has lots of problems. I got two little tiny Bluey picture books. So kids like to watch the TV show Bluey. It's super cute. It's about these Australian siblings named Bluey and Bingo. So if your kids like Bluey, or if you're looking for a new show for them, we also have the DVDs. Confessions of a Class Clown by Arian Costner. So Arian Costner previously wrote My Life as a Potato, and very, very funny middle grade novel. So this is about a kid who makes, well, they call them MyTube videos, but I guess the equivalent of YouTube videos. And he needs a collaborator, but he doesn't have any friends. So he's trying to figure out who will help catapult him to internet fame. That is so like kids. They are all wanting to have internet fame. Once Upon a Tim, very clever title. This is by Stuart Gibbs, who wrote the Space School series and Moonbase Alpha, just a ton of books that kids really like. The Fun Jungle series. Uh, so this is about a kid who is born a peasant, but he wants to be a hero. New from here, this is by Kelly Yang, who wrote Front Desk, which we had here, which was very popular. Oh my gosh. Wow. So this is actually takes place in COVID times, and it's about a 10-year-old whose mom moves to California right at the beginning of COVID, but his dad stays behind to work. And then once they're in California, he has to share a room with his brother, and there's also like racism because he is I think Chinese. So we have a new book by classic author Margaret Peterson Haddix. This is called The School for Whatnots. A low-key creepiness to the cover. Like it looks like nice, but then you sort of feel like maybe it's not everything is okay, which I think is like a very Margaret Peterson Haddix vibe. Um, so this is about I remember the premise of this was a little confusing. It's a school where some people are whatnots and they're like not real, but maybe they are real. So yeah, suspenseful thriller where you're trying to figure out what's really going on. Sorry, I know this is a lot of book. I have like four more books. So we have Big and Small and In Between. Oh, Carter Higgins and Daniel Megares. And oh, so it looks like it's just looking at things around the world that are big and small and in between. Lovely illustrations. Just Try One Bite by Adam Mansbach and Camila Alves McConaughey, illustrated by Mike Bolt. This looks fun already. I mean, this is like the classic thing they used to make you kids try one bite. Now they say not to make kids try one bite. But this turns the tables and has the kids trying to force the parents to just take one bite. And the illustrations are very fun. Last two, and then I'll show you how big this box was. You'll be very impressed that I got through it. So it's very different. So I'll start with this one. This is the new Seth Meyers book. I'm Not Scared, You're Scared. There he is on the back. If you're not familiar, he's like a late night comedian. The pictures are by Rob Saye Jr. And I think it's a book about like managing emotions. I am on record as being skeptical of celebrity books, but this one has come with really good reviews, and a lot of people are wanting to read it. And definitely managing fear and anxiety with kids, with grown-ups, with everyone is a big thing these days. Then I have Waiting for Mama. Oh, so cute. This is by Gianna Marino. It's got the penguins and oh, this is about a father penguin taking care of his baby, and the mom comes to bring back fish. Oh, so they're waiting for the mama to come home. That's like my kids when I stay late at work and I come home and they're all just like waiting for me. I love this picture of all of the penguins taking care of their eggs. So, yes, look, this box is so big. I guess that's why it took kind of a long time, but I'm so excited to get all of these books on the shelf, and I will be back with more.